Schools should be safe places for children, but what happens when they're not? Mary Letourneau was a 6th grade teacher when she started having a physical relationship with one of her students. The pair was caught in the back of a car by the police. This is what happened next. Hi, this is James, and today, I will tell you the true story of Mary Catherine Letourneau and Villa Falau. Mary was born in 1962 in Tustin, California. Her family and friends called her Mary Kay, and she grew up in a strict Catholic household. Her father, John G. Schmitz, launched a political career when she was only 2 years old and eventually served as the California state senator. In 1972, he ran for President of the United States in that year's election but didn't make it very far. The following year in 1973, one of Mary's brothers drowned in the family's pool. Mary and another brother were playing in the shallow end of the pool when the 3-year-old brother went underwater. In 1978, it was discovered that her father had an affair while trying to run for the California State Senate. His reputation as a Republican government official was pretty much ruined at this point. The news of the affair devastated the family and the parents ended up splitting. Somehow, Mary Kay ended up in Arizona where she attended Arizona State University. It was there that she met and married Steve Letourneau. The couple had a child together, but Mary Kay started to believe that she wasn't in love with him and thought that she only married him because her parents told her to. The couple moved to Alaska where Steve worked for Alaskan Airlines, but that only lasted a year. They moved to Seattle, Washington, and had their second child. Shortly after the birth of their second child, Mary graduated with her teaching degree in 1989 and began teaching 2nd and 6th grade classes at Shorewood Elementary School. Villa Falau was a student in Mary's 2nd grade class where the two met. Villa continued with the school until 6th grade when he was once again under Mary's wing. By this time, Villa was 12 years old and Mary was 34. On June 18, 1996, Mary was caught by police officers in the back of her car with Villa. Mary was seen jumping from the back of the car to the front quickly and claimed that Villa was sleeping in the back. Mary and Villa gave police fake names and Villa lied about his age, stating that he was 18 years old. Both Mary and Villa claimed nothing inappropriate had happened, but police took them both in for questioning. The two were released and Villa was sent back to his mother, who informed the police of his real age. But the story doesn't end there. Mary had gotten pregnant from her encounters with Villa and she gave birth to their child on May 29, 1997. Before that, Mary was arrested by police after a family friend reported her to authorities in March of 1997. By the time Mary had given birth, she was awaiting sentences for pleading guilty to 2 counts of child abuse. Mary was initially not going to be put on the sex offender registry. She took a plea deal that reduced her sentence to 6 months in jail and 3 years of supervised sex offender treatment. She was also not allowed to have contact with Villa or any other minors. 2 weeks after being released from jail, Mary was once again found in a car with Villa on February 3, 1998. It was believed that intercourse had occurred and there was also evidence that the two had met up several times since her release. In that same month, a judge revoked Mary's plea deal and sentenced her to 7.5 years in prison. In October of 1998, Mary gave birth to her second child with Villa while in prison. It was also while in prison that Mary wrote a book with Villa titled, Only One Crime, Love. While I haven't read the book myself, my understanding is that it is about their love story and that the pair was unfairly separated due to legal reasons. Mary was released on August 4, 2004 and Villa immediately tried to have the court overturn her no-contact order. Since he was now 21, the court overturned the order and the two were married on May 5, 2005. But their marriage was far from perfect and Villa suffered from mental health concerns. While Mary was still in prison in 1999, Villa attempted suicide but was unsuccessful. He dropped out of high school due to his depression and often isolated himself. In the marriage, the couple had stable jobs and looked after their children together. Villa filed for separation and the separation was finalized in August of 2019 after roughly 15 years of marriage. Villa had stated several times early in the marriage that he was not a victim, but by 2019 he said he believed the relationship was unhealthy from the start. Mary had her own mental health concerns and some family and friends had said they believed she was unwell. Mary did several TV interviews and didn't shy away from the public spotlight. Mary was asked in an interview if she knew that having a physical relationship with a minor was a crime, and she said, quote, if anyone had told me, there is a specific law that says this is a crime, I did not know. I've said this over and over again. Had I'd known, If anyone knows my personality. Just the idea, this would count as a crime. End quote. Mary began to feel sick and went to the doctors to have a colonoscopy done. She discovered that she had cancer and it was spreading rapidly. Cancer took over her liver, and within 3 months of the discovery, she was terminally ill. Villa and Mary were separated by this time, but she contacted him to tell him what was going on, and he went to support her in her last days. Mary passed on July 6, 2020 from cancer and left most of her estate to Villa. Before she passed, Mary wrote a series of letters to family and friends to, quote, right her wrongs. End quote. Mary spent her last days with Villa and her children, believing that a miracle would save her from dying. If you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching. If you want to support us, leave us a like, share or comment your thoughts below. And if you enjoy stories related to true crime, unfortunate events, horrors, and mysteries, make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our uploads. Until then, see you next time.